Okay, so also this week, what we're going to start to get into is actually prepping our documents for printing. So, typically, or historically speaking, pretty much everything that was done in CAD was printed on initially, we didn't even have printers. We had what they called plotters, which were just like a robot that actually drew it with pens, which was pretty cool. But now we've got, like in the back of the room there, big giant inkjet printers that print stuff large. And thankfully, we're starting to submit more and more stuff electronically. But even still, most people don't have CAD to be able to read our files, so we'll export as PDF, which will still basically give us a printable document. So anyway, we'll that's kind of our goal for this week, is to get set up for that. So it's critical that you have your template drawn correctly. So go through that millimeter template. If you didn't get 100% on that assignment, let's get your template fixed, because our templates will be continually modified and creating new templates, and you don't want to be making those same errors over and over again. All right, so today's kind of a silly dimension, but it was one of the only dimensions that we haven't covered yet. So it's called a jogged dimension. And it's not something that I use very much, but let's just say I happen to have a circle. I'm going to draw a circle with my radius outside my template here. Actually, I'll trim this here, and I'll have this as my cutting objects. Trim this away. So I just have this big arc here, and it's what they call a jogged dimension. So the intent of it is, if I were to do a linear dimension, actually here we'll do an align dimension, and I click on my center point of my circle to my edge, I can figure out the exact radius of my circle. And a lot of times people will notate their circle radiuses in that manner, but in this case my radius is off the page. So in a situation like that, they'll use a jogged dimension. So today we have you just hit jogged here, and you can click on your center point here, and override this. This isn't working at all here. So what I've done here is, you can see these both have the same measurement in them, but this is what they just call a jogged dimension. And the fact that it has this little lightning bolt in it implies that you do not see the entire dimension. So you'll see that in other drawings where you just can't fit the entire document or object in the template that you've created. So just by submitting these jog things, it just lets you know that this in fact is not the center of the circle, or that the dimension is not to scale, or the dimension is basically cut and two ends are put together. So I just threw in two of those for today's assignment, which is mostly a review assignment. But I like today's assignment because it's got kind of a nice puzzle. Some students get really stuck on it, so what you want to do is just really focus on the information that I give you and what you know, and try and build a lot of scaffolding around that. And if you do that, then you should be able to get through it okay. So anyway, just play with the jogged dimension. It's right under radius here. And have fun with that. Any questions?